crafty babes, it's Andrea. Today I'm going to show you my completed June Traveler's Notebook. This is a personal traveler's notebook. If you haven't seen any of my notebook shares before, this is a personal album that only includes stuff about me. So this is June, and I've decided recently to just use each traveler's notebook as a month, and instead of just willy-nilly kind of throwing stuff into a notebook until I fill it up. This way they're not in order within the book, but at least within the book they are all within the same month. So if you follow me, then let's get started looking at some pages. I've used a very simple alpha and a gelato smear here to just denote the month and year. This is a page that I took during kind of a crazy time. We were trying to move out of our rental home that was being sold, and it was just a really difficult time with people being in and out of our house, and kind of just me telling myself that I'm good no matter what. So I did a simple lace washi tape across the bottom, and I used a kind of a funky dot stamp, and I just stamped it in a pattern to make it look like it was an actual pattern. I guess that's what I want to say. Yeah, and then this is about the time when I kind of start scribbling in all of my pages. So I think this is about the time that I kind of start doing that as a design element, and we'll probably see that throughout here a little bit. This is a spread about me wearing the same shirt, but wearing it a few different ways. So this is, if you're familiar with Kendrick Lamar, his song Be Humble is super popular over the summer. And I bought a t-shirt for myself and the same one in gray for my teenage son. So just a fun little different ways that I wore it over the summer with plaid and polka dot and jeans. So fun shirt, still love it. Okay, this is a LE Studio design that I created for, I think this was for the October kits, maybe September, not 100% sure. But again, you can see that I'm kind of doing all the scribbles. But this was really fun. One of the stamp sets was a leaf pattern. So I stamped a couple of the leaves with a gray, and then cut them out and placed them with a little tag over them, or I guess this is a banner. And then I used staples to just adhere to add a little bit of dimension over here in this little cluster, and then some simple journaling. This one here is the main focus is this print from my friend Asia. If you don't follow Two Girls stuff, she does some amazing watercolors. And I had commented about how much I loved this, and so she just screenshot it and texted it to me. So I'm using just a bunch of labels that came in the July Kelly Perky kit, along with a Gossamer Blue Traveler's Notebook insert. Well, no, that's not an insert. This is a paper, Traveler's Notebook paper. And then I'm using some of those One Canoe 2 plus signs and some enamel dots and hearts that kind of match, and just kind of throw in some embellishments around, making it fun. I had so much fun with this because I've had this meme saved. Actually, I created this because I saw one that said, I'm not sure if I should wear my fancy pants or my smarty pants, and I am a sassy pants girl, so I added sassy pants and made my own. And so I used this paper, which was given to me by Barbara, and she had a huge bag of vintage papers and stuff for me when I went to visit her. And I thought this was really perfect for just the whole wearing my sassy pants. And then one of these was also something that she gave me. This is from the October afternoon 9 to 5 set. And so I liked the Dear Sir or Madam, just for the record. Here is a little photo of a bookshelf that I have behind my desk at work, and it's just a little place for me to keep some things I love so that it doesn't feel so much like work and feels a little bit more like my personality. I made it very simple and just matted the photo on this card, and this card was actually I think it had something on top here like a title could have gone here, and I trimmed it because all I really wanted was the date recorded, and I kind of wanted it to be a bit more of a square. And then I used a little sticker here from the Lovely collection from the Reset Girl. Pretty simple page there. Here I documented me wearing my Stay Golden Golden Girls graphic tee that I found at Target. And I just used a bunch of embellishments from the Lovely collection again, because I hadn't dug into that kit in a long time, and I really love all of the pieces, and it's got that right color blue that matched with the photo. So I just made kind of a collage, and then I used a stamp from Ellie's Studio and made the phrase "thank you for being a friend," because obviously that's their theme. I do apologize if anyone is offended about the expletives in this, but I love this meme so much. It's just, I think everybody can relate to work life. So I also used a couple of things from the October afternoon 9 to 5 kit for just some of the embellishments. I love to buy myself flowers, and I bought these beautiful tulips and decided that I needed to document that I like to buy flowers and keep them in the house just because they're pretty. And so I used some Studio Calico stickers and my, gosh, who makes this? I forget who makes that stamp, but it's the alpha stamp that has all the letters of the alphabet, and you pretty much can make your own words. It's really cool. And then I forget where these came from, but I loved the mint color. I felt like they coordinated really well with the color of the leaves. And then just some little word strips down here. Really simple. I am not a super fan of how this page turned out. I got a little crazy with the scribbles, but that is okay. I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm not gonna not show it. It's just, I've gotta know when enough is enough. And at some point, you know, you got to stop embellishing. And I was kind of excited about the scribbles, and I went a little too far. But this is about a friend, Jennifer, and I, and we happened to be going through similar house related things at the same time. And it was just really nice to be able to share our stories with each other. And I saw this quote and thought of us immediately, because we both were just kind of going through the mud with our home and moving situation. So it was very nice to be able to rely on her, and hopefully she was able to rely on me, and we became friends through that. So that was really nice. I just wanted to kind of commemorate that. And of course I used 2 honeys from the Reset Girl. So cute. This is a page of Charlie's face, basically. And she was just on my lap, and I was trying to get a picture of her, and she just moves, and she gets so close to the she gets so close to the camera. It's just so funny. So I just did some layering with, really just dug through my stash of scraps, honestly, because I was just trying to use some bright colors because it was summertime and the photo's black and white, and I just wanted to add as much color as I could. I adore this page so much. I honestly put this photo into a pile of things that I didn't think I wanted to scrapbook. And then I ran across this strip that said "when I was a kid." And I bought these glasses specifically because in the 90s, when I was 10 and up, you know, I wore brow-rimmed glasses. They were very similar to this. And so I thought, oh, that would be really cool. And this little card here was from a vintage set that someone gifted me, and it came with all these paint splatters on it. So I decided to use my big brush pens and make my own paint splatters as best as I could to try to just make it feel like it was all meant to be there. And then just did a real nice, clean and simple grid kind of design, which I've been loving a lot lately. And the last one here is this Snapchat selfie of myself. I posted this on Instagram because it was me and our last week in our house before we moved, and I was just kind of feeling all the feels, and I was trying to be super positive and just knowing that I had a lot of work ahead of me, but that I was just, this is what's going on right now. So that is the end of this book. This is all June, and now I get to put this away and continue working on other months. I don't just work on 1 month at a time, but when I realized that I only had, you know, a few photos left, I mean, I really, last weekend, I worked on everything from here to the back because I just kind of was in the groove and feeling the Traveler's Notebook size, and it just worked out really well that I finished all of June, and then I actually started working on July because I was just so ready to just do Traveler's Notebook layouts. It's so fun because they get done very quickly. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you've enjoyed and gained a little bit of inspiration. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. Thanks so much, guys. Talk to you soon.